So, as a comic book fan and a fan of comic book movies, it bothers me when I have to come face to face with the obvious, and that is that this let's just call them the Illuminati, for lack of a better word. These people have their hands in everything, and of course, this new Black Panther poster has the signature of the Illuminati all over it. Now, I'm not really a big believer in the idea that just looking at these symbols will somehow, say, brainwash you or trigger you or something like that. To me, it's just like it's just their signature, like I said already. It's just like them communicating to each other or to anybody who can see it that they are um, they're there. And of course, it's they're religious people. So just like Christians like to put a cross or something like that in certain places, they put their religious symbols in their art and in their movies. So obviously, yeah, you see the pyramid here with the all-seeing eye at the top, and on either side of this pyramid, you can probably judge, and I don't know, may not be that clear, but there are towers on either side, and these towers, of course, are the two pillars, Jachin and Boaz, and um, and of course, those pillars can represent a multitude of different things, but they essentially represent opposites, and somehow these opposites are, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the opposites should be reconciled, in their belief. Our God separates and their God fuses, joins, or confuses. C-O-N, fuses. Um, and also, there are two cats in this picture. I know they're panthers, but it's not really the type of cat is not as important as the fact that they are cats. Um, of course, the cat, not cat goddess, but the goddess Bast, Bast, um, is going to be featured in this movie. I believe in some way, shape, or form, and that that's just it's not really that big of a deal because all of these movies have some kind of uh, pagan god or whatever featured in them. So I don't think it's a movie where they're actually going to be trying to uh, convince people that not like the movie Mother, where they're actually trying to convince people that the real God is Satan and Mother Earth is the one who we should be sympathizing with. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but the goddess Bast will be in here, and and of course the Panthers are representative of her, and also since there are two of them, I'm reminded of the old quote Mother of the Gods, Kibali, the uh, the mother goddess, who was worshipped in Pergamos at the time that Christ sent, that John wrote the letters that was dictated by Christ to him to the seven churches. And Kibali had a throne that was flanked by two lions or two cats. And also, that area of Turkey, which Pergamos is in, it was called Phrygia, and Phrygia is the descendant of the goddess Kibali. The Norse goddess Freya is a descendant of Kibali who came out of the land of Freya. And Freya has two cats. She has a chariot that is pulled by two cats. So this theme with two cats is another um, little trait of the goddess, and that's typically what I do on my channel is to expose the goddess worship. But sometimes, I may have to take a look at these other symbols as well. Up here we have the main lead character played by Chadwick Boseman, and he has the sun disk behind him with these two shapes that look like wings spreading out behind him. And when I see it, I see two things. I see either man becoming a god, or I see God becoming a man. Uh, he could just represent the kings of this earth, and the kings of this earth see themselves as the literal son of um, sun gods. They see themselves as divine figures, and this character, Black Panther, is a king. And so these kings, like the Freemasons, call themselves the sons of Isis. And if you ever see a picture of Isis, you'll often see her seated on a throne, and sometimes she's wearing the throne on her head, and her name means throne. And when you see her seated and the child on her lap, the child on her lap is Horus, but Horus represents the king. Any man can be Horus, or any Freemason can be Horus. So this is why the Freemasons call themselves the Sons of Isis, and she is the embodiment of the mysteries, the mystery religions, and the mystery doctrine, and the sun, which which she births, is representative of the king and the secret doctrine. And so this is why they are always illuminated by the sun, like Chadwick Boseman here is. He's illuminated by the secret doctrine. And so, um, since I'm on the subject of the goddess and the secret doctrine and all of that, the 666 hand sign, as I already was kind of aware of, but Freeman Fly had if I don't know if anyone out there is familiar with Freeman Fly, but I have a few clips of his on my channel. He made me of what well he confirmed my belief that the 666 hand sign that everyone says is the OK sign is actually a symbol of the womb, and they have a similar symbol to that in India, where the fingers are just extended straight, not curled. Um, so to hold that sign up means that you are initiated, you are in the mysteries, you're in the womb of Isis, who, of course, like I said, is the mystery schools. And so we have the the illuminated man here. Um, what was I going with that? I can't remember exactly. But anyway, we have the illuminated man here, either becoming a god, or that could be seen as the god coming down, becoming um, a man. And so another reason why it could be seen as the god coming down and being a man is if you look at the wings and or the blue area above the wings, right, and the circle, it almost looks like a larger version of the pyramid down here with the circle there. And so you have that one pointing up, that would be the compass, and the one pointing down would be the square. And so, um, but anyway, that could indicate him coming down, while the pyramid uh, indicates man rising up. And so, and it is my belief that also that the pyramid represents the human body, the temple of God. They just they they have a pyramid shaped temple, while Solomon and Israel, they had just this other kind of temple shape. But I believe it represents the human body, and the eye, of course, represents the spirit, the light. Um, Jesus Christ said the light of the body is the eye, and he also said that if the light that is in you be darkness, how great is that darkness? So a lot of these people think they have the light, but it's really darkness. And I believe that was all I wanted to say about this. Um, I'll probably be working on um, continuing working on that kind of research. I get to be completely honest. What happened to me last time? I promised that I was going to do it. I got burnt out. I was reading, and ended up getting burnt out. And I took like 3 months off, almost 4 months, because I just wanted to get away from it, and I kind of got the same feeling now. Uh, which is partly the reason why I haven't made a video on some of the music videos that have come out with blatant goddess worship in them. Like what was her name, Taylor Swift video, "Look What You Made Me Do," and there's one video by Selena Gomez. I can't remember the name of it, but there's this one shot where you see the lightning fall from the sky right before you see her like as a Scarlet Woman, and and I was like, man, I should probably say something about this, but honest to goodness, I was just feeling like, whatever. And so that's what typically happens to me when I start reading and researching, and I get to this point where I just say, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything else. And so, it's kind of amazing that I made this video right now today, but I just happened to be at work and on a break, so why not? So anyway, I've rambled long enough. Sorry for that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and Jesus bless you.